Be not unbelieving, but believing. It is a blessing in disguise that Thomas was not there. He represents us, and represents us very well. Faith is not just a calculation of probabilities. It is a divinely infused gift to be impetrated from on high and not taken for granted. Having said that, it can be helped or unhelped, and we need to be careful what we ingest. We are responsible in causa for a weakening of our faith. For instance, many pious souls can be so addicted to what is out there on the screen that they can actually spend much time listening to too much of a certain type of message, weakening their faith in the church. Christ is the teacher, and each one must listen to him, and he is not inclined to make loud noises and aggressive noises. He teaches in peace, and he teaches more easily the peaceful soul than the aggressive soul. Why? The peaceful soul is in input mode, the aggressive soul in output, and the Lord must have the input. And souls that are in output mode with each other are difficult to teach, for they know it already. It is not courteous to interrupt a person while that person is talking, and the result is that that person can carry on talking and take advantage of the fact that he has in front of him someone who is not inclined to interrupt. It is a hopeless case. He will be content with what he knows until he dies. And then he'll have to face the teacher who perhaps had something to tell him but couldn't get through. This happens to be the liturgical day, Quasimodo Sunday, the Sunday which used to be called Low Sunday, where I was given the habit many years ago as a Trappist. It was actually the 29th on the calendar, but it was this day, so we're one day ahead, 28th. And I pause and remember how, alas, a great grace was not appreciated fully when it was there. Why? A huge simplicity comes from always being in input mode. La trappe protects. When the mouth is closed, the inner senses are open, and one does not leak at all. Only Jesus is talked to until death. How many occasions of sin are in this simple act of opening the mouth? Almost in tears, I pick up again what I wrote just after being given the habit many years ago. O day of days, who thought I'd see thee rise behind these walls, behind these hills, these sacred hills, that now enshroud the paradise of home. My eyes behold at last the unseen, whitened flow of time enveloping this little corpse, for I am dead and buried. This new state to which I rise is pure as snow, nor warps its slender beauty any untamed fate. For on this day arisen, I now live the day that will repeat itself, till days repeat themselves no more. Vast Sito, give this newly born what this word, Trappist, says of those who say no other. Here I live, where Trappists lived before, now dressed as they, who came unheard, and unheard went their